What is up, guys? Welcome to this week's weekly outlook on the dollar, NQ, the NASDAQ 100 futures, and ES. So we're going to start on the dollar here. Let's go to the daily time frame. So you can see here, we've been pretty bullish since the yearly open. We measure this internal range liquidity before the change in market structure here. We can project up about two standard deviations here, and we can see we have this little volume imbalance and void, and this little SIBI, excuse me, in here. So we have buy side above here, but we've actually displaced lower coming into May underneath this bullish BISI, using it as resistance, inversion for value gap, and continue to take and create new lows and shifting the market structure within here, and looking to potentially, if we project the internal high here lower, we're looking at possibly taking out this sell side, maybe this short-term low. But I want to see how we react here in this breaker. We have this low, high, lower low in here. So within these two bullish candles here, we were able to kind of drive a little bit lower inside of this bullish daily fair value gap. So we still close inside there, respecting that. And we started to now kind of close above this bearish gap here on last Thursday. So we close above there. Probably a small little imbalance. No, not there. Little volume imbalance here if we look between these bearish candles there. Slight little volume imbalance. So what we could be looking for is the dollar to potentially come up, take some internal liquidity, and then target the external liquidity below, being this swing low from May 16th. So pretty bearish so far since May on the dollar, which has sent the indices higher. Okay, we come down to the 4 hour. We can kind of see this in here. So maybe back up in the air above these highs into this 4 hour gap in here. 4 hour order block in there. Let's go to the 1 hour. We have this high, low, higher high. So breaker in here. So we're tapping into this breaker. Bearish breaker there. So maybe coming back up, or maybe tapping the bottom end of this again, leaving this unfilled, and we have a lot of liquidity built up underneath here for us to continue lower. So let's go to NQ. We'll start on the daily. So kind of the same thing here. Some internal liquidity. Projections higher. We have hit about -3, 3.5 range. So we hit this nice round 19,000 level that I had been mentioning last week as a potential target. Nice round number, and it lined up with -3. So -3 to 4, definitely a overextended area. Turtle soup area on the higher time frame. If we continue higher, we're looking at Thursday's high above 19,000, and then potentially maybe up to 19,250, which puts us right closer to that 4. Standard deviations around 383. But go down to the 4 hour, we're still pretty bullish here. So notice we're measuring this breaker from this low in here to the high that we got before the market structure shifted from bearish to bullish, which gives us these projections higher. So market structure is still very bullish. We had some internal range liquidity swept during the week this week, but it was only to continue higher. So we tapped into this 4-hour in here, but we respected this higher one. Candle body closures above this higher fair value gap in here. So still very bullish. Go to the 1 hour. It'll be interesting to see now how we react. If we take this off, how we kind of react here, because we could get maybe some more internal liquidity here to the downside, which would cause the DXY to come up for that volume imbalance and that 1 hour breaker we were just talking about. So this causes us to drop and then maybe look for this high later in the week, or it could do it early on, come for this high earlier in the week, and then look for a end of the week reversal towards these internal lows in here as our sell side liquidity, right? So current sell side liquidity on the 1 hour. We had this nice displacement on Thursday. Relatively equal lows in here. This was such a nice sell on that Thursday. We caught those sells in there. So, yeah, we'll see how we react here within this 1 hour fair value gap. So we have this 1 hour SIBI in here, and this 1 hour bearish breaker in here as well. So could maybe come up here and then see if we respect this displacement lower, or if we continue to create higher prices. So we'll know more later in the week as we get some more information on Tuesday. And let's look at ES on the daily. So kind of the same thing here. We had some sell side taken earlier in the year. Projecting higher. We're above the April open. We took these highs, created new all-time highs. We're now at the 350 area. We kind of respected it pretty nicely here. We had a little wick above, but we're in that -2 to 2.5, which is reversal or reaccumulation area. So this is a nice -1 to 1.5 is a nice silver bullet area, bullish. So we were able to tap in here, respect this -1 to 1.5 and this daily fair value gap in here. All right, so pretty bullish still on ES as well. But again, we took some sell side liquidity in here, internal range liquidity, right? So we'll see how we react now. High, low, higher, high, using the candle body closures. We have this breaker here, but now we have this sell side, or I'm sorry, SIBI, 1 hour fair value gap. So maybe wick above the highs and then continue lower. Some sell side beneath here. So sell side liquidity, internal buy side liquidity. Right. So maybe a manipulation lower to come higher, or vice versa. Again, we need some more information since we're at new all-time highs. To see how we're going to react, right? So if we are going to drive lower, we can project lower from the last manipulation higher in here, this swing high to this internal swing low, kind of our little breaker area, right? And we can project lower. So next target, -1, would be in here. So we kind of got this swing low on this wick as a sell side as well. And then this one here, right? So lots of liquidity underneath us. Coming into the end of May, it could be sell in May, go away kind of thing if you've never heard of that. But so maybe some internal liquidity here before we head higher, back up, but we'll see. Again, we need some more information. And let's look at the economic calendar for this week coming up. All right. So nothing on Monday, right? Memorial Day here in the U.S. So tomorrow, no trading. I like to stay out Mondays anyways. Monday's kind of an accumulation day. Tuesday, maybe manipulation. So we have 9 a.m. and 10 a.m. news, right? So any red folder news, we kind of want to just be leery, wait 30 to 45 minutes after the news. Wednesday, just some orange folder news, nothing crazy, but something to be aware of. And then Thursday, we have unemployment claims, some GDP price index, and pending home sales. So Thursday could be nice distribution, maybe later in the session after 10 a.m. And then we have CPI on Friday. So maybe Tuesday, Wednesday, or maybe Wednesday, Thursday, but we kind of want to probably be done early. Thursday, we could, we'll see what price action gives us, right? But CPI on Friday and PMI, we'll see what price does. But again, just be leery of your news calendar, right? And be leery and try to be self-aware of any trading environments that are unconducive to high probability setups, right? That we're looking for. So, yeah. Thank you guys for watching. For those that are not in the Discord, if you're interested, click the link below. Come in. We do weekly outlooks like this all the time. Come and join the boot camp. I'm doing 50% off the boot camp right now, which locks you in for the entire year. And it gives you access to my trading course completely. So we meet every Monday from 10 to 11 EST. We do a lot more in-depth trade breakdowns and reviews. And really kind of, you're kind of working with me a little bit more one-on-one in the boot camps and stuff like that. So, but if you just want to get in the Discord where we trade live Tuesdays through Thursdays, then definitely go ahead and click the link below. Join the Discord. Tons of gems in there. And don't forget to hit that like, comment, subscribe, and appreciate you guys. Hope you guys had an amazing weekend. Let's crush this week. And until next time, guys, trade safe.